All right, so since lots of people have been asking what you do about cannon rushes, I thought I'd show you this video. I don't really play a lot of 1v1, so I didn't have a replay to hand where I've been cannon rushed as a 1v1. But I've got this replay, which is me and Crimson Tide playing 2v2 against these people, whoever they are. This player is going to cannon rush me. So we can kind of ignore to some extent the other two players in the game. We're not going to worry about them, and let's just look at the exchange between me and what they called Calypso. So I'm starting off pretty normally. I've got buildings at the top of my ramp, so I'll see anything coming in or out. I'm also scouting across the map, so I'm going to see this forge go down at the front door. That can, on maps like this, be a sign that somebody just wants to make a total wall across this area and then take these safe expands. So I decided to block the safe expands to slow down any move like that. This worker is going to come in. I'm going to see it come in because of these buildings at the top of my ramp. So you put two and two together. A worker comes in and then doesn't come round here looking for stuff at the back of your mineral line. You can be reasonably sure it's a cannon rush. This is a slightly unfortunate choice of location for the side core, but I'm not going to beat myself up too badly about that. So Calypso's trying to expand, can't, because they just don't have any units. So at this point I see the cannons and I put a few workers so I can get a couple of cancels, but this cannon is quite clearly going to finish up. So watch the move here. As soon as this cannon finishes up, I'm not going to try and attack anything at this time. I'm just going to run away. Off I go. Run away, run away, run away. Calypso, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and continue building. Now look over here. I am building a stalker. Calypso is building, well, I'm actually attacking my own pylon there. I'm not sure about that, Malcolm. Calypso is building cannons. Look how many cannons he's committed to trying to end the game here. Sorry, Zella, I forgot you existed. I'm so sorry. Let's have a look at where we're at. Calypso has 21 workers. I've got 28. Calypso has got these cannons. Sorry, people cannon rushing and just annoys me. It's like, what's the point in it? So I've got plenty of workers here. I'm oversaturated. If I lose a couple of workers, it's not going to be the end of the day. I'm chronoing out stalkers. Look. So at this point, let's just hang on. Let's just pause for a second here. Calypso's killed, I don't know, maybe a couple of workers. Has killed an extractor. This nexus will ultimately fall. What's he spent in order to achieve that? 300 in pylons. 900 in cannons. 1,200 minerals spent. So far he's killed a 75 mineral assimilator, and the nexus is going to go as well. So that's going to cost me 475, and perhaps I've lost a couple of probes. Let's take a look. So you can see that I've lost that. Included in that is the zealot. So you can see what I've lost so far. Let's unpause and see how this game plays out. So as I said, I don't think it really matters the other two players, because I don't think there was too much involvement in the exchange between me and this Protoss player. So I'm up to 3 stalkers. I'm still mining. I'm going about my business. These cannons, Calypso's there grinning. Oh, look how good I am at building cannons. Yes, Calypso, you're really good. So I've got enough minerals now to drop a nexus, and that's what I do. This stalker is going to come out, and now I'm up to 4 stalkers. I know how much this fool has spent on cannons in my base. I know how much is in my base. So what I also know is that he's got nothing at home, literally nothing. So I'm just going to send the stalkers across the map, because look, let's have a look at what's home. No units here. Expo, where are the units? He's built a couple of defensive cannons at the front door, and there is this bunker as well that I'm going to have to deal with, but none of that stuff moves. That can't come and kill me here. It can't. So these stalkers are just going to ignore this stuff. This one lucky stalker gets past, and they come into this that has nothing to defend it. I mean, what are you going to do? Pull these workers and try and fight 4 stalkers? Stalkers walk faster than workers, and they obviously outrange them. You know, the Stalkers will always win that fight. I'll tread ever so well. Calypso currently on 25 workers. Bilodi currently on 30. Somewhat supply blocked. Waiting for my Nexus furiously. But, you know, desperately important that I keep these alive. Got to keep these alive. So if I fast forward a little bit, he can't do anything about the Stalkers in his base. So he's going to lose this Nexus. Just as I've lost my Nexus. But unlike his setup, these cannons can't come and kill me over here. They cannot. My Stalkers, on the other hand, can quite happily just come down here and kill this Nexus as well. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to come down, they're going to kill all them workers, Calypso. Yeah, you can run, but ultimately, this Nexus is going to fall. And what have you achieved? Nothing. Yeah, you've made me move my base over here, which has delayed my build substantially. Yes, that's true. But Calypso, you are out of the game, my friend. You're having to rebuild this, and guess what I'm going to do when you rebuild it? You know what I mean? I'm just going to walk up there and I'm going to kill you again. Your cannons, not moving. They're not moving. You don't have enough minerals to build another one, so you're screwed. And that's it, GG. Now, as I say, obviously in a 1v1, Calypso is just gone. That's it. This 2v2, this is a planetary fortress. There's a ramp here with siege tanks, or a siege tank anyway, defending it. A random Viking for reasons best known to this guy. Yeah, so, you know, as it turned out, this game did drag on for a while until we had enough units to come up and bust the Terran. But if we ignore Crimson Tide and the Terran, this game would have played out between me and this other Protoss exactly like we've just seen, essentially. I evacuate my base, he spends $1.5 grand on cannons, I simply spend my money on Stalkers, walk across the map, win. Actually, really, GG.